No, no, no. And I've got a story. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Nice.
It
And
just
I've
went.
got a pizza story.
All right, hit us off tops with a pizza story then.
This is not a news spot, but Jamie and I, we did date night. We rarely do this because, you know, funds are tight, things are expensive, but we decided to do something before we went and saw Dune 2. Dune Part 2?
Dune Part 2.
Or Back to the Dunes?
Back to the Dunes. Revenge of the Dunes.
Revenge of the Dunes.
Yeah.
So we went to my favorite pizza spot out here, Cornelli. It's on Capitol Hill. But we actually ate there this time. It's small. It's like when we got there were already like 3 or 4 couples ahead of us. And I was like, oh shit, we might not be able to get in. I knew we'd actually get in, but there's like only maybe less than 10 or less tables, you know, for like a couple. So it's a little Italian spot. It's a little nook. Usually I just walk in and I'm like crunched in, like, give me my pizza. Let me get the hell out of here. But yeah, I went to Cornelli. Everyone around us got like one pizza, and then we look like a couple of fucking couple of guys. Already dropping F-bombs this early in. Dang, I should have waited. Yeah, we look like a couple of hungry hippos getting 2 pizzas there, and then we each ate half. But we got a margarita and a classic pep, and I saw people looking over like, damn, we should have done 2.
Those two
because they're thin jimmies.
But those 2 are too similar too, though, in my opinion. You should have went further on the spectrum.
Well, here's the deal. They did have it was leap year. So we went on leap year, February 29th. Happens once every 4 years, and they had a leap year pizza.
Okay.
But it was a white sauce.
So nothing wrong.
It was a white sauce.
Nothing wrong with a good white sauce.
There's
what was the
nothing
toppings to go
wrong
with the
with
white
a
sauce?
white sauce. But when you're only gonna get one, I gotta go with the red sauce. And I say one because Jamie was not eating the pepperoni, so that's why it's very similar.
You already had one to take to the dome.
Yes, so the pepperoni was for me, the margarita was for her. I, of course, tried some of her margarita because that's what significant others do. They try your pizza. She didn't want mine. She did take one, but with the one with the least amount of peps. And then we had a full pizza to take home. I don't know if they were thinking like, what the hell?
Look at these
You didn't
fatties.
eat this whole pizza? Yeah, but I was like, I want pizza for later at night, you know?
Yeah, night pizza for sure.
Yeah, the only thing is we went straight from there to the theater, so the pizza was in the car when we got back in. It was like, there's a pizza factory up in here. But we forgot, so I was like, oh, what the hell? Someone sneak in here? Homeless person got in my car again. Because that did happen. They slept. And I only knew because of the smell. And then my seat being pushed back and a couple stains.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike and the boys got in there real good.
What up, Josh?
But yeah, the pizza was good. It was nice and piping hot, very thin again. So and it's greasy. It's greasy, which is my jam. So Cornelli, good spot. I give it an 8 out of 10 pizza wise, but in a land of 5 out of 10 spots, an 8 out of 10 is actually quite the compliment, if I may. Now, if you're gonna ask me where do I put Costco pizza on the scale, I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. 2 of the points are just nostalgia points, and then like a 3 out of 10 by the time it cools. Versus Cornelli, it's still an 8 out of 10 even when it's cold, you know. But I got the air fryer, which is the best for heating pizza back up. If you do not have an air fryer, you are missing out on the greatest culinary tool.
I don't know if I'm gonna bust out the air fryer just to reheat a slice of pizza.
Well, here's the thing:
oven,
when you
just slide it in the oven.
No, you're not wrong, but you're totally wrong. Because the air fryer, once you get it, you'll realize, oh, that's staying on the countertop. That is staying plugged in on the countertop. Don't shake your head.
It doesn't,
because the oven, yes, It's bulky. It sucks. Sometimes when I cook, because I have a small kitchen,
totally
I
get
have
what
to
you're
take it
saying,
off.
But it's not that for me. It's not. I have one. It's not that easy accessible. So it would seem.
What
like
do you mean? It's right there, and you pull the drawer open and put
No,
it in. It's like a microwave.
No, it's like out in the air fryer's out in the garage.
Well, there's your problem. It should be always plugged in on the counter,
That's what
ready
I'm
to
saying.
go.
I'm saying I don't think that your suggestion here of the air fryer is a do or die. For some people, that's too much of a task.
Yeah, if you're a fool and you don't have your air fryer on the counter at all times, since that should be your main cooking device. No, here's a problem with the oven. Let me tell you about the oven. No, you're not wrong, but you're totally wrong. The oven you have to preheat for like 5 to 10 minutes before you even put that slice in. And you probably just slap it in anyway, but either way, it's going to take like 15 minutes versus the air fryer is instant. You open that beezy up, like maybe internally it needs 1 minute to really get hot, but that pizza's ready. And the way it cooks it is different than the oven. Even like do chicken in the oven, it's almost a little dry-ish versus the air fryer. It's like, did I just drop this in a fryer? Because it is perfect.
Okay, let me teach you a thing or two here, buddy, bucko.
Yeah, dude, learn me something.
Okay, what you do is you put it on broil. And broil heats up instantly. Instantly. Now the oven.
No, it's not a bad idea.
Now the
and it almost
warm,
looks like a pizza oven because it's hot up top.
And I've warmed up the top of the slice. The top of the slice is now warmed up, right? Then I change it to freaking regular, and hold on.
Boom. Oscar. Puppy's in the building.
Someone escaped.
Puppy's in the building.
Escaped his zone. Okay. Then you change it to regular bake, but your top's already gotten that nice crispiness, and then you take the slice, and this is a little extra work here, and you take it from the top, right, and you move it to the bottom rack.
You see this? You've added like 8 steps when there only needs to be one. Because an air fryer, the coil's up top, and then it heats from the bottom as well. I'm telling you, bro. I know you're connected to what you like to do.
No, I don't have.
You're a stubborn bear.
No, I just don't.
You're one of the most stubborn bears I know.
No, it's not that. I would try your idea, but like I said, my air fryer isn't just out in general public. It's in a zone. It's used only on certain times. So to go out after a pizza night and get the air fryer the next, maybe later that evening. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to reheat a little slice later. You're like, I had pizza at 7. It's around 10. You're like, you know what? I could do another slice right about now. A nightcap slice, as they call it. I'm not going to go get the air fryer for all that, Ad.
But that's like a different problem because it's where you've put your air fryer versus the air fryer's ability to cook. Like that's a whole different issue that you've got yours out in the garage or some shit. If my oven was in the garage and I had to reconnect it every time, I'd be like, no way.
Well, you know what?
Or microwave, I got to drag that thing in here. I will say, if you've got a lot of pizza, like you've gone to Tony's and you've got like 3 slices for you and the boys, or for yourself, because I'll take 3 to the dome. Air fryer's kind of a pain because you can only fit like 1 Tony slice in there, and it might even like curl up the side because it's so big.
You have the drawer air fryer.
Oh yeah.
Mine is more like a big rice.
Like a toaster oven.
It's like a rice maker.
Oh yeah, maker. You have the roundy shape. I got the big one where you could put a whole chicken in.
So and it's got some weight to it and shit. Like
they are heavy.
It's gnarly, man. If I had the drawery one, I could see leaving that more out on the countertop because then you could put it underneath like a nook, and boom, pulling out the drawers and stuff. Air fryer, right?
Yeah.
That's not you gotta. This thing lifts from the top.
Oh, that's a pain. Oh yeah, because then I know your setup is similar to mine. You wouldn't be able to lift it because of the cabinets up top. You'd have to pull it out, pull it up. I'm telling you, dude, cook a whole chicken in the oven and then cook a whole chicken in the air fryer, and it'll be like,
okay, all right, yeah. we got to move on.
Jerry just left a comment and said 10-minute pizza story.
He's right. We've been going 10 minutes.
It's a 5-minute pizza story and a 5-minute air fryer story because I am here to sell people on the air fryer.
We're at 9:58. Keep it going, Addy. Keep talking.
I think that the Corsari air fryer is pretty good. Ninja's okay. The one I have now, my biggest beef, I got a new one because my other one, the handle broke off. And then literally the same week, I got like a recall thing for it. It was like, whoa. Yes, about Josh. The handles breaking off, even though I had it for 2 years. My beef with my new one, the beep, it beeps freaking loud, and you can't turn it off. So in the middle of the night, I'm heating my pizza up. It's like, weep, weep, weep. And every time I press anything, beep, I turn the time down. It's like a knob. It's like, weep, 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 weep. And it does 5 beeps when it's done. My old one did 3. So I have to get up, run to it, and open up the drawer so it stops beeping. Because Jamie's sleeping, you know.
Give me that beep noise one more time.
Weep, 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 weep.
Jerry?
I'm sure.
Hey, Jerry, I know you're in the chat. Pull that for the over show as a soundbite, please.
Yeah, put me with the to-do, like, boo.
Get that soundbite.
However it goes.
Yeah, Jerry. You know what's crazy? I just checked to see if I could use the over show soundbites on here, and it doesn't allow me because I'm signed into a different account.
Damn, that's trash.
I would have been so funny to be able to pull some of those.
I'll record it and then send it to you as like a WAV file. Beep, boop, beep.
All right, we got.
Anyways,
yeah,
I'm sorry. We gotta.
People don't seem to understand that this episode today is already going to be a trash episode. I'm just saying it right now.
Yeah, that's why I figure I'm gonna go in on some pizza story for this trash episode.
I didn't really. This week was my birthday. I didn't really do much. So what I wanted to do with Addy this week, because I thought it would be funny, is rewatch Austin. Mick Twin did his own live.
Jesus.
And
full hour.
We were gonna rewatch Mick Twins. No, there's some moments. Like we'll skip Addy. I have some timestamps in here already. We'll skip to when the microphone's already fixed.
Dude, how do you get the timestamps on the timeline to where I could see it?
Right down here?
Nah, like up top when you're scrolling on the actual timeline. See, like right above the play.
Sometimes
usually it has it broken up.
Sometimes it does it, yeah. For some reason, it's not right now. Oh wait.
Well, that's bullshit.
I don't know why it's not doing it. You're right.
That's how I usually go about.
Totally.
When I'm tubing, when I'm getting barreled on the YouTube.
Oh, if you press them though, it just goes.
I mean, it's fine. It's just when I got Apple TV, which is how I usually watch YouTube. I can't like go down into the description and click like mer. But I wonder if I go on Apple TV to watch this, will it have that engaged?
Let's look at the week.
Let's
look at the week before's episode of Us.
Oh, I never see it on these.
How does it not have them?
Even on the Apple TV. No, I never see them. Maybe it's just a button you got to click. Like, oh yeah, take what I've done here and apply it to the timeline.
No, it's had them before.
Really sparkling up here. You know. Because I got black coats behind me. Oh, Scooter Brad's back. Nice.
No, I was just saying, I knew I did timestamps on this one. I was just like, wait.
Dude, GoFundMe for Scooter Brad.
Yeah, what happened to him, huh?
I don't know. Something big.
Now you got me so curious. I have to like ramble on for a second, Addy, because I got to check this now.
Oh, about the timeline or SB?
About how... Well, I mean, ramble on about whatever you got to say, but I gotta check this.
Great song, by the way. Good Zeppelin song.
Yeah, great Zeppelin song.
Great. Actually, we shouldn't bring up Zeppelin. They'll get us. They'll get us copyright infringed
instantly. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I was happy that they settled that case about Stairway to Heaven, and they didn't get found guilty of stealing it. When you listen to it, though, you're like, pretty close. Pretty close.
Here's what's
interesting.
interesting.
There's so many other songs that are close.
It has it on the phone version. It has the little lines on the phone version.
Move that phone over to the center a little bit.
It has the little lines.
Yeah, it's behind the mic.
Oh.
It's behind the mic.
My cord's not that long, bro. I'm charging my
It's
phone.
all good. I'm going to take your word for it.
It's
because we got to... All right.
It's there.
For the people...
Whatever.
It's there.
Yeah, well, for you said that you were trying to use it on.
Yeah. But I think the others should know it's there.
It's there. That's weird though. That it isn't. You're totally right. It isn't here. I don't know why. We'll have to look
Red
into
beanie.
that. Red beanie. Oh wow. Yeah.
Damn, Austin's got the utility gloves on. Jeez.
Oh,
I like how you got the microphone set up there too.
Move that mic close to you.
Oh, this is tripping me out because it's your voice. I thought you were talking to me live, but that's the recording.
No. So real quick, because part of the reason we were going to do this was to explain some stuff about what happened here. So originally when Austin showed up, I had the table this way. And I thought I was going to put the bike on top and have Austin work on it on top. And then I had the computer, my station where I was going to be sitting, all set up like right on the other side of the table. So I would be looking at him, but I had the computer and all the stuff going. This fool shows up and is like, you cannot do it on top of the table. I'm going to have to apply pressure. I'm going to have to like stand on it to, whatever, which makes sense. So then I had to rearrange and I was not prepared for that. So
too bad he couldn't use that mic. Is when you go to like the bike shop and they have the little holder that holds the bike so you could work on it, like the clamp. If the mic has a separate attachment for working on your bike. I always thought that would be cool if like a scooter shop had that.
All right. Yeah.
But the backstory here is this is like your childhood bike. When like before we were ever scootering, we were BMX bros. We were BMX bandits going around and doing dirt jumps.
yeah.
And you got this bike, and I remember like coming. I don't know if it was for a sleepover or if it was just like a play date during the day. But you got this bike. And it was sick because I think it was it a TJ Lavin?
The back wheel is.
Okay.
Just the back wheel.
TJ it had, and you got like the dice.
Yeah, the dice wheel in the back.
So we have
you got the
an
dice
interesting episode.
Covers.
An impromptu episode.
Can't hear myself over this damn thing.
McTwin.
But I do remember because back then, I have to talk over this the whole time. Jeez. Well, I mean, you can turn the volume down, let it play.
Yeah, I was working on it over here, bro. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I see you're not paying attention, but that's cool because I'm giving backstory where you should be giving backstory. I'll fill in some gaps.
We filled in all of these gaps on this episode here.
Oh. So what? I'm gonna just sit back. Anyways, I have fond memories of riding on those pegs, on the back of the pegs. That was like it was like, oh, you got the 4-peg bike. I know what we're going to do with this. We're not going to take it dirt jumping or learn flatland. You're just going to bike around while I stand on the back of the pegs. And that raises a question, a big question. In 2024, do kids still ride on the back of pegs for fun? Or that's like, nah, we don't do that no more.
For transportation, you're saying?
Yeah, or just like for fun. Like, hey, I'm going to go stand on the pegs. Because that was like a rite of passage. That's how you got around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You had your boy in the back, lady in the front, maybe someone on the handlebars, and you just cruised. Okay, something big went down. But no, I don't know.
I just remember that the
your laundry.
No. Well, I guess I could just explain it now, and then I'll send the photo. So Austin. The big thing I should explain is before we even started doing this live, Austin was like, there's no point in taking this bike apart. This bike is trash now.
It was rusty, bro. That thing was in like the side yard to the garage to the side yard to the backyard.
No, it was just backyard the whole time.
I remember it. I remember side yard.
It was in the corner right over back yonder.
It spent a good amount of time in the wild blue yonder.
So it was in pretty bad condition as far as the rust and things are concerned.
Yeah.
Austin's like, oh, just throw the whole thing away, whatever. I was like, nah, dude, I really just want just the frame.
Yeah.
So anyways, even in the live, as we'll watch in a few minutes, Austin's just naysaying the whole thing, making sarcastic comments about if you're taking apart a bike like this, doing like very like Austin like things.
Yeah, I know that.
So Josh texts me Young.
Jay Young.
Let me I'm gonna pull it up on
Shout out to
screen
Josh.
so everyone else can see it. But Josh, how will I get it to where? I'll figure out how to get to where you can see it too, Addy.
I mean, you showed me some stuff on your phone a couple minutes ago.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I could do.
I mean, you could search it on the browse.
But Josh
The
sends
shortcut
me.
browser. Whoa, $550.
Yeah.
$150 just for the frame. Dude, that was 99. Damn, what a great year. What a great year. Y2K bike.
So, because Austin was going off about how like none of it's worth anything, no one cares about this stuff. Now, in the condition that my bike is in, clearly, that is what I think he was really discussing. But he also said no one really cares about like 90s BMX stuff.
Except him.
No. I mean, he's wrong. There's a whole eBay where people trying to collect that.
He got a bike from someone that they didn't want. It hung up in the garage for years, like a GT, and I think he sold it for a few $100.
Yeah, I think dude.
And that was recent, so he should know better.
I brought that up on here. He said that was not recent, and that was years.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, I bring up the GT. That's why I want.
Because that thing was hanging. I hung up the bike.
Okay.
All right, I'm furious now.
Okay, hear me out.
At work.
Hear me out on this. Part of the reason I wanted you to watch this is that there's some funny moments like that I'm like, wait a minute.
All right. So what do we do?
So let's just watch Austin and we're gonna react to what he's.
All right. Do you fix that echo?
No, I think you're only hearing that.
What? All right.
Well. Oh! On the
when
video,
Austin's talking,
yeah. Yes. No, yes. That's what I'm saying. If you look here in the timestamps, Addy, do you see that below? Yeah, you do, right?
Oh, the mic falls.
The mic falls, and then we fix the mic.
We fix the mic.
Yeah.
So should we just skip all that, or is that some good banter?
he says we'll just get a little quick Austin run in right here. Yeah. Oh shit.
Volume.
Yeah.
Guys, I think this camera will cut out and you won't hear my audio anymore. But we'll see how long we can do
Josh, wait, hold up. Josh says, Jay Young, says that Austin said that he threw away the GT.
No, I mean the yellow GT. Nah. I mean, maybe Austin threw away some other GT, but the one I'm thinking
he's talking about a silver GT.
No, I'm talking. This is the yellow one. We called it the taxi.
Okay. So maybe he had two GTs, Josh, is I think what Addy's now saying. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
All right, also let's just start taking apart the bike.
Well, first of all, what are we looking at? What bike is this?
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
This is not just any bike we're taking apart.
It is not.
It's not.
Pull that mic a little closer to you.
This is not just any normal bike we're taking apart, Tubi. This piece of shit.
See, instantly.
Right.
Instantly.
I
just
think Austin had the
naysaying
TJ Lavin. Austin had the one with the dice on it.
No,
and maybe we took stuff from that. Or did you both have the dice? But his was the blue. It was like his first bike. The blue.
Because he never brought that up. That's interesting that you say that, Ad.
I think he had the TJ Lavin, whose whole thing was like Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, and the dice. And you had the Joker, which is like cards and shit.
And
so
dice.
the dice made sense.
I think the dice were on. I think
you had the dice for your air caps.
I think that bike actually came with those dice wheel. Wait.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe it was like.
But they are TJ Lavins because I bought the bike. Austin pointed out that my bike had the Clayton bike shop sticker, the OG Clayton bike sticker on it. The frame has it on it. It's still there.
I'm sure we could look up photos from the original.
Because I bought it at Clayton Bikes, which is like the triple OG spot out here.
Dude, quad OG. Let's go.
I mean, do you want people to tell people about how we came to acquire this bike? If you came to acquire this bike?
I mean, this is my BMX bike.
See, we already went through that.
This is my BMX bike.
We can skip past this. Let's go to where the mic
You're
falls.
the one that told me it was a flatland bike.
I probably told you a lot of things back then, but I don't think this is flatland bike. By the way, the microphone is
Boom, it falls.
Wow.
some more than just this bike.
Damn.
Right.
All right, and then there's like a bunch of
bolt
downtime.
cutters, some WD-40, some hammers.
the mic works
This
now.
is going to be crazy. And bolt cutters, some
Okay.
WD-40, some hammers. I mean, this is going to be crazy. And by the end of this session, I'm pretty sure the bike's going to win because some of this stuff is almost certainly seized.
See, he's already
But things
doubting that
we
it's
wanna
even going to
salvage,
work out.
Things we want to salvage
Yeah.
are the frames.
TJ
Just
Rhodes
the
the
bike
audio
frame
sounds
Specialized,
good.
and
right?
the TJ Lavin specialized Vegas tire.
I
Now,
think
this
so. Yeah,
tire-
I swear Austin's bike was a specialized.
Josh
those who
Toy
don't
says that
know,
Austin
was
had
all the rage
the specialized
in
Fat Boy, which is
2000,
true. He did
2000.
have
Yeah.
that.
It is
Yeah,
a cool
it was the
dice
Fat Boy.
pattern tire, so we'll keep
But
that.
I don't think that was.
Everything else we'll throw into a volcano, as I've mentioned, because nothing
Yeah, I don't
works.
know.
This bike's a mess. I don't know why I'm doing this. We want the frame.
It's
why-
worth
that's
150
why we're
bucks.
doing this.
Just to clarify with Addy as well, I think that the dice wheels were put on by Clayton Bikes to make this sale. I don't think they had any association, but with the other bike, the Specialized. But they are Specialized tires, and they were Sig TJ Lavin, which Austin filled me in on. Back in the day.
Yeah, or did we just get the tires afterwards? Like later, after like a year or two, because I know we would go and buy tires on especially dirt going up
so
in the hills, popping those things.
He did right. So Toy's saying that that was his SIG frame, or I don't know, was it his SIG frame or that was the frame he rode? But he wrote TJ rode the Specialized Fat Boy.
Oh, nice. I swear it had like a sticker of dice on it. But
Okay, Tubi. So since I have to hold the mic, what I want you to do to kick this off. Are you ready? Are you in position?
No, give me 1 second. I'll just turn off.
By the way, this is with holding the microphone and everything. It's gonna be a to do.
A to do.
Get a photo of this.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, here I'm gonna hold the microphone.
Oh, why? What am I doing?
What I want you to take those. I want you to take those bolt cutters first, Tubi, and I want you to cut the chain off. Just take it. There we
Oh,
go.
that looks fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gonna do it. I want to cut the chain off.
got it. Yep. Okay.
Wow,
Okay,
that was simple.
yeah, see, 'cause there's-
Damn, that thing is
Look at this artifact.
that thing
Oh
is
my God.
solid.
He says the Fat Boy
Gentle
was
with this.
painted gold
This
with
bike
black and red dice. Nah, the one Austin had was baby blue.
So rusty.
Yeah, it was like a
This is a bike chain.
it was a type of blue.
It's not supposed to do this.
Yeah.
It's that rusted, dude.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
This is a precursor to how much this is gonna suck people. Just
Yeah.
to let you know. Okay.
It's pretty bad.
All right. Here.
Good sounding mic.
Next thing I want you to cut is
Next
this
thing.
cable right here. Should you take
brake
those,
cable?
Cut
Can I do the back one?
that. Yes, you can do the back one. Yeah. Give it a cut, skis. Okay, we cut that. All right. Let's see. Let's pull out this Giro. Okay. Pulling out.
Gonna
the
ask, does that have
cables.
the gyro on it or
Tubi, if you
what?
could just yeah. Why don't you just cut it?
Honestly, the worst thing about
Let's-
this
I mean, we
bike,
don't-
besides
we
the
don't need to use
condition it's
finesse, we're
in,
not using
is the
finesse. Right
weight.
There we go.
More than anything,
Other
you
side.
pick that up and you're like, oh my god, you need 2 hands damn near to lift that. Versus
Okay.
bikes nowadays, you take a pinky.
Here's Austin's bike
Mm, no.
with the blue and black seat that says Fat Boy on the sides. Was that-
Oh yeah, the seat looks right. I don't know about the 415. All the
yeah, same
other
here.
stuff looks
I
wrong.
know, right? But the seat looks right. No,
The seat looks right. Everything else doesn't look right.
I'll keep looking.
So we're just
I'll keep looking.
getting the odds and ends out of the way.
I'll keep looking.
Now, Austin, how many bikes do you think you've taken apart before?
But definitely not
I've
red, black,
probably
and
taken
gold.
apart like 40 to 50 bikes.
I was gonna
But
say 40
they all
bikes.
worked. This is, I mean, I'm telling you, this is a bike that you see on a bike rack that has his wheels kicked in and is like peed on every night by like neighborhood cats. You would not normally do this, but because of the frame.
yeah,
We want the
See,
frame.
you normally wouldn't do this.
The next thing we're
Why
trying to
would
take
you
these
not
wheels
normally
off
do this?
and-
That frame is cool. Why wouldn't you want to hang on to the childhood frame?
I think he's talking more in terms of like
Rusty
refurbishing
bike.
a bike.
Yeah, yeah.
Is like, why would you go through all that trouble for this kind of bike?
Yeah.
Because
Probably
it's
have
not
about
like
30
in the grand scheme of like bike lore.
Yeah, the wheels are
BMX
about to be
lore,
very
is it
interesting
that-
because
I don't know. Is that big of a deal?
it turns out we were
Yeah.
trying to get the parts to take off the wheels before this is even
Because again, you
started.
refurbish it and you're like, great, I have a heavy ass bike that looks brand new.
I can't tell how this is all going. I can't find that bike without the 415. But I agree, Eddie. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
the
I don't
415
remember it
seems
having
kinda familiar.
415 on it.
What is that for? Is that like a SF area code thing or Oakland?
Maybe that was the area code in Vegas and Nevada. Well, that
I
would
thought
make sense. That would make
415
sense.
was
415
Bay
is-
Area.
Yeah.
It's SF.
Yeah.
I don't know. No clue.
It's really
We're
confusing
live.
hearing
I'm not-
you talk with
just
this. Because I'm
live.
like, wait,
We're
is
not
that
even
to be
recording,
talking
Austin.
now?
That's exactly my. No one wants to edit
Yeah.
in today's world. Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is get this front wheel out. And everything is spinning. And it's not.
We need like a
normally
secondary cam.
So difficult, but this.
Oh, for this Austin thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like the up close cam.
Bro. Hold on.
Let's see if this is
Hold on, guy.
just gonna.
It's gonna happen.
Now, did he bring tools, or were there enough tools at the
fuck out, no.
warehouse?
No, we don't have any tools. You took your toolbox back, and I didn't bring my toolbox there.
Yeah, but I mean, in that toolbox, I've got like a couple Allen wrenches, like enough to assemble a scooter.
We went to that hardware store around the corner from Heligrip, and we had to buy a few things because Austin showed up with his tools, but still didn't have. He forgot to bring some of the right items, so we had to go around the corner and pick up a few items.
Dope.
Yeah, really interesting.
Milwaukee brand needs to sponsor us, or Black and Decker.
Take more work. Why is the front wheel staying on?
God, I would love to have a toolkit. I've been watching
I do
refurbishing
think it would be-
videos last couple days, so this is good timing.
I need to get the second.
And I realized I can never do that because
no,
you
we
need to
can't
invest
pause.
so much in tools.
Austin does not understand how streaming really works here, guys.
No, he doesn't.
He's good at taking
boy's a
apart
pro.
bikes, but doesn't really understand what's going on here.
Oh yeah, it says the audio setup right here.
Dude, that thing was connected fine until you banged it over. You manhandled it.
Now is he drinking that Sierra what is it?
What's funny is
This
like
is
a
a
regular
Sierra
Sierra.
Madre?
It's just a regular Sierra. And yeah,
Sierra
Sierras.
Nevada,
So I
Sierra
actually brought-
Madre, treasure of the Sierra Madre.
Yeah.
My bad. What a terrible beer.
Right? And it was like kind of probably room temperature at best.
Yeah, like that beer was cool. Like when IPAs weren't
First came out?
mainstream, but
Yeah.
now it's like, dude, that's I don't like IPAs,
Not
and that's
first
like the
came out,
lowest
but-
form.
Yeah. Wow. There's mistakes all over the place.
Like that beer is like, oh, do I want to take a nap? Let me drink a Sierra Nevada,
It's
and
just
I'll be passed out after
WD-40
4
and
sips.
Rust. Just pure rust. Well, fuck it.
Jeez,
Yeah.
dropping tools everywhere.
Like, look at that. That's
Can't
not-
get my freaking because of
Yeah.
the mirror
Let me get the
aspect.
secondary camera going. See?
All right, I'm bailing on the glasses.
See, I get the secondary camera going, and I do exactly what you thought. I had a whole game plan, Addy, but it all kind of crumbled once we went live.
This is a disaster.
Here's the other issue with recording at the warehouse.
2000 is way different.
I need longer cables, like for the microphones and stuff. Like the table with the laptop on it can only be so far from the mic. And if we're gonna record stuff at the warehouse, we need longer mic cables. It was a learning experience.
Some lav mics, bro.
That'd be cool too. But then if you're gonna do lav mics, we might have to get a little sound. We have one, I think, at Nick D's. What do you call it? A little like sound thingy?
Screen on screen moving around.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's like, do you really want to drop like $600 for a lav mic for
That we might
for
only use every
this?
now and then. That's why it might
Yeah.
be cheaper to buy just longer cables, dude. Just
longer cables? Just have a drone
And-
flying
and
with a
the issue
microphone
too
dangling.
is that like we'll be honest here. The warehouse isn't that big. So what was kind of difficult is the way I had the camera set up. It wasn't. I don't know. I needed to have the tripod even further back. I needed to have the tripod almost against the garage door.
Let's do this the right way.
Yeah.
Trying to muscle it.
At least with a smaller shop, we get great acoustics.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you can hear everything your neighbors are up to, and sometimes that's negative.
Yeah. But you just got to be louder than them.
Josh wants to know
Here we
if
go.
you need a tool package
The peg, everything
from J
moves.
Money.
So the you know.
I don't know. What are we missing, bro?
Ask Addy if I need to send him a tool package.
A tool, but I got tools up here. You got no tools down there.
I want to force it.
I'm
Jerry just messaged and said we can get shitty wireless lav mics for $25.
I want to point out Austin was hella hating on my original plan for the setup.
Jerry,
the
we'll
mic
talk
still
later,
might have
Jerry.
fell,
Jerry, we'll
was
talk
that
later.
We'd be doing this on top of the table. Austin then explained to me that it wasn't
of the
going to work
table.
on top of the table.
Wasn't going to
folks.
work on top of the table, folks.
It's a flimsy ass table, bro.
We are in we're not even in the first 3 minutes of the first quarter, dude.
First 3 minutes of the first quarter here.
Yeah, we're not even in the first 3 minutes of the first quarter is what he just said. If you didn't, ooh, there you go.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's this good acoustics coming in.
That is.
How do you like the camera on camera? It's pretty good
That
looking,
is-
right?
It's good,
You're
but
a
you're
really
like
bad
looking at
bicycle
his
owner,
zipper.
So here's the issue.
We're trying to
For
say
for some reason, when you're using the iPhone as an additional camera on Streamlabs, the screen says like phone in use or something like that across the whole screen. You can't see anything.
Oh, so you don't know what the framing looks like.
I don't know what's going on because I'm not near the computer. I can't see the computer screen.
Ah, that's whack.
It was super whack, and it does this thing, and maybe you'll notice it, Addy, where because it's cropped in, it does this thing where it tries to center Austin's face wherever the voice is coming from.
What?
Yeah,
That's all right. Well,
Yeah.
Watch that little screen.
you just really didn't relish fondly, right? You know.
It does
like
see how it's weirdly adjusting right there?
yeah.
God,
Yeah, I
think
see
there's, like,
that.
a spider's nest.
How weird is
I
that,
don't
dude?
even know what's going on in there right now.
Whoa.
So I was doing my
okay.
best with the secondary camera.
Now, this back wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna blow.
Honestly, I could have
issue,
gotten this
guys.
apart.
Okay. And we want to do the back wheel because we want this tire. I would never ride this tire. If you rode this tire now, it would explode and you die. But we want it for the nostalgia.
Well, why is that, Austin? Can we get into why we want the tire?
Because it's TJ Lavin, and you know TJ Lavin, when we were growing up, was the man.
He was.
Vegas. He wrote for Specialized. Oh,
See, he wrote for Specialized.
Did y'all hear that?
Wait, there was TJ Lavin. Who was the other?
Y'all hear that?
Sure. Yeah. Not as bad as the first one. Oh my god. Corey Nastasio.
Corey Nastasia.
I thought he was like more the Vegas guy, or did he move out there? Like, who is it that had the dirt jumps in their backyard when that was like not a big thing?
I thought that was
I thought that was Nasty Nastasio.
right. Yeah. We got the Joshes in chat, and they're both biker historians. So maybe
Or
they'll
maybe
fire off.
Nastasio was like, I think he was like SoCal. One of them I feel like was SoCal, and one was Vegas.
Mm.
Like Nastasio was like Temecula or some
Josh
shit.
says Corey and TJ both did. So there you go, Addy. there you go.
I just remember Blue Torch TV. It was always like,
Nasty
Corey
had crazy
Nastasio.
jumps. Nasty had crazy jumps.
yeah, that was
Nasty
like
was from
old.
Florida, and then moved to the Inland Empire, which is like Ralphie's zone.
Yeah, that makes
Ladies and
sense.
gentlemen, that is a big. That. They just got a little better too. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
TJ
really, what you're
TJ's
doing most of
actually
the
from
time is
Vegas.
just, dude, standing on the bars. Nice, dude. I see you. Good support.
Well, you could see Austin was struggling, and the bike was lifting up because Austin has
God,
his
he
foot
comes
on
from
the
this.
seat. Now that seat,
From this thing is so seized.
That was a joke. He did not mean what he said.
Yes.
Spray some WD-40 in there.
We
and,
did. We bought
unseize
WD-40.
that.
We didn't have any WD-40. That GT seat was Austin. Austin gave me that seat and those bars. Remember he cut them hella short. Those were also Austin's bars. I asked him if he wanted them back. He said no, and he threw them in the trash.
I've never. I mean.
Yeah, he's
just,
really.
like,
If you guys can't see, he's facing the wrong way. Well, I guess maybe you're seeing it on this camera.
It's a great Austin butt shot. It's really showing.
He's really
Austin.
giving
Straight
his all.
up.
Yeah.
This is not.
Damn, it doesn't like get loose after a second. Holy shit!
Nasty lives in Oceanside now. He married a Playboy playmate.
I mean, this has got to be one
And
of
they
the most
both do
interesting
real
episodes of
nasty.
Talking
And they both
Shit with
do real
McMasher.
estate.
Wow, that is the most like SoCal thing
Now,
I've
this
ever
is
heard.
Austin's second appearance on Talking Shit with McMasher. If you don't know, he's the other McMasher. I feel like we didn't mention that at the very beginning of it.
I hope his real estate company is
The
called
first
like
episode,
Nasty
we
Real
discussed
Estate.
How Austin actually is the guy who developed the Broadway and Summit grips.
Always gotta mention that. Available now,
Yeah.
right now on Heligrip.com.
That was his introduction episode.
the Sloth Shop.
Slash
This is
out.
his second appearance where he's now trying to take apart my childhood bike.
Yes, we are.
Dude,
We are
this has
trying
to be torture for anyone
Second.
watching this right now.
What?
This is your
This is like anti-ASMR, you know?
Mm.
We've got all of us talking weird audio stuff, like him torquing this out, and it
Yep.
sounds terrible. Like, this
Yep.
is the worst thing we could have ever done.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
And I'm
I'm a
trying
big
to make,
fan.
I'm trying to prove a point to Austin. Just keep making more footage off this about this damn bike.
Yeah. I love this. Is a great pause, too, where he's at. 2 different shots of him just being so upset. Like, this says it all. Both angles of him just no. And then little old smiley moon back there.
I gotta screenshot that.
Yeah.
So I have it for later use.
Dude, get that timestamp in there.
Yeah, that's good.
So upset.
second episode on Talking Shit with McMasher.
Oh, this is the second time we tried to do this. Okay, so
No, first time we're trying to do this.
the wheel's doing that thing that it did at the front. It's doing it at the back. So the peg is spinning. That's why, fuck me, right? So now we got
Jeez.
tighten and loosen and tighten and
Jeez.
loosen.
It's aggressive.
Oh, and this axle's bent.
Now it's just
too.
filming my own hand. Why would it be filming my own hand?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Why not?
It like knows like, oh, there's a microphone. There should be a face behind.
See,
it.
look
I
at the
mean-
screen.
We're way.
Look at the screen right there.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Oh yeah, that screen. Yeah, they goosed
It's
you.
just like cameras in use being used for filming or something stupid. It's dumb.
Past intro.
They should have known.
Well, I think it's so that you can use your phone as a
Let's get in there, folks.
webcam.
Austin's tripping
They're
over
gonna
the
say
cardboard floor.
weapon.
It's so you can use your phone
Well,
as
for
a
this exact reason.
weapon.
Yeah, it's
See
a
all the staining that we've
weapon.
done? Oh, you done some staining on the carpet.
Can you pass me is there a mallet? Where's your mallet?
Jerry's saying we should call
Mallet.
this
The
episode
Randy Mallet. Shit.
hella
episode ever.
ASMR.
Yeah,
I can do this the right way, but
perfect for falling asleep to.
heavy hammer. Okay. You want a hammer too?
Those are all the ones I look for. Is my space documentaries at night. And they're like perfect for sleeping.
Look at how he's hitting it.
God, I do and pray it just comes out.
Now is that tire like inflated at all, or is it just
no. It's like
Uh,
it's so like old that it's like it's like flat
Isn't
on
that
one
dangerous?
side
It's
from where it
gonna
was sitting.
bounce back.
Oh,
Yeah.
look what Austin bought. This is what he bought when we went to the store.
Now we're gonna.
What?
Yeah,
he
he-
bought like a fucking wrench for like a plumber. Why would he get that? The thing looks like it's like $60.
So we looked at him and there was like a normal sized one, and that one was like the same price. It was 30. And he's like, well, I
Damn.
might as well get the comical giant one. Like, why not? So he got the giant comical one. Mainly because we were filming.
We can get it. To
Is it just so we could use it as a hammer?
trying to unstick this?
I don't know why he
Right,
got
Okay,
it.
so I'm trying to avoid doing the right thing.
He bought that.
Holy shit.
He bought that.
That looks like something you used to screw in the lamppost, you know?
he bought
Or
that.
like a traffic light.
He bought gloves. He bought Allen keys that we didn't even end up using because then I was like, dude,
Dude.
I'm pretty sure I have Allen keys at the warehouse.
We have so many Allen keys over the years. I could build a sculpture of
he-
just using Allen
and then I
keys.
bought the WD-40 because I was like, we need that at the warehouse. We didn't have any at the
Dude.
warehouse.
Oh, it's good. I got you air cans, but not
guess I'll just
freaking
do it the right way.
WD-40. You idiot.
Which is which way?
Like what I need to do now is I need to tighten down this side because I need to take that adjustable wrench.
That's a great shot.
It's just his crotch.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Right side
Sick.
like
Oh,
on
it's
the
his
board
hand.
so that the axle comes loose from the drive.
See how it's zooming in and out? It's so
I
weird.
keep thinking that to you doing it.
It's
The
not.
axle
I-
is bent.
That's
Oh,
good.
Okay, so
Good banter.
what you do is you stand on it again? 'Cause
Dude, this is torture.
Which part?
Okay.
The
All right.
whole thing.
yeah,
Well-
you can stand on it for a second.
I'm gonna stand on
Going
it.
up with the mic. Proper, dude. That's proper. Oh my god, more? Hell yeah. Dude, just put this whole thing on a loop. Oh, that's a little satisfying.
That
Nice.
doesn't make
There we go.
sense, y'all.
Dude, I'm glad you told me not to
Sorry,
watch
y'all, we're
this
thinking our way.
and that I was going to watch it for the first time on the live. Because had I watched it, I'd be like, there is no way in hell I'm watching this again.
Yes.
But now on the live,
Yeah.
there is no way.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it in ×2 speed and like skipped around when I did the timestamps. So I haven't watched all of it. This is the first time I've ever.
There. Okay, well it can't.
Just the random camera work that's never focusing on anything and the
Poop is
sound
another word
of
for
that.
shit. If you didn't know.
Oh God.
I slid one of those in.
Is that
Yeah.
Is that not gonna?
Wow.
What's
Some
that
might say
from?
poop.
That's from a movie. I
It's
stole
from Billy Madison. He
It
called the
is,
shit
at that
poop.
point. Yeah.
Was it Norm Macdonald or no?
No, it's the old
I
man on
think-
the. It's the old man on the doorstep, right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering
Norm
what
Macdonald's in the
character
bush with
says
him.
it.
It's, yeah. You're right. You're right.
I think it is Adam Sandler who says he called the shit poop.
This is not.
Jared says he watched the whole live stream.
Yeah,
Didn't
dude.
fit.
Okay. Sorry, ladies. and
Wow.
gentlemen, you're gonna see
He said, "I watched it all, pal."
And
It's all right. He's got a beautiful
rewatching.
backside, folks.
And Josh wrote, "Sassy Addy is back."
Whilst I'm doing that, let me
Dude, the
Come on,
shades
back.
on, mic in hand. I'm getting sassy.
see how we're doing.
Hell yeah. I mean, am I wrong?
The first
That's
5
why
to
you
10
don't write
minutes are
takes,
real
bro.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Josh Young's other comment.
I mean, the first 10 minutes of this with the
Here we
pizza
go,
talk
folks.
might be all right. Oh, all right, this is nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I like that.
You give it a hell yeah.
You hear that?
Oh, now it's back. Oh, it's back.
That's success right there.
That's success, bro.
I don't want to come out. Oh yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So
Someone to come out. Oh, yeah.
I told you, this dude Austin. He has some funny moments in this, bro. He killed it.
is it loose enough? Oh, we're almost there, John.
Told you, John. Dude, he should have used the fucking $60 wrench to bash that out.
We did it.
I know it's
You got it
$30 wrench, but I'm calling that the $60 wrench, like the $6 burger.
No, it was not.
We don't enjoy that. That's rust. That's all. Rust. That's been.
Dude, rust too soon.
It's just not how you should take care of your bikes, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
It's just bad.
I mean, honestly, it's bent because I spent so much time riding the back of those pegs that I bent the axle, you know?
not worth it.
And you're like going off curbs and shit, and I'm like, oh, I'm hanging on, bro.
See, this is why I wanted to watch it with you,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Because
good.
like it's not from like double pegs, or else they'd be bent the other way.
no, and I
you
never,
know?
I
Like,
never, I've done more.
You never be grinding.
I've grinded more on my Colt than I ever did on my Diamondback. I never even really broncoed on that or bunny hopped on that really.
Yeah, dude, we didn't know how to do any of that.
No,
shit.
and that
We
bike
were
was
like,
just way too
dirt
heavy.
jump.
Dude, I took that to the dirt jumps, remember? I struggled just like that bike weighed.
Getting up the hill.
That bike weighed so much more than Austin Specialized, or you had a mountain bike at the time.
Yeah, I had the Matt Hoffman Dirt Merchant.
No, that was a little bit later, wasn't it? Because Austin got
you're talking about my mountain bike was like a purple
Austin got his
mountain bike.
Specialized, and then like it wasn't until like the following Christmas or something, then you got the Dirt Merchant, right?
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of time in between.
Yeah, I forget who Austin got his bike first.
Because you got
his
bike.
BMX bike.
You got a mountain bike like 2 years before that for your birthday. We were all at your house.
I got a mountain bike.
Remember? And it had the compass. Remember?
Yeah, dude. It was like my 5th grade birthday. Yeah. I got that purple mountain bike, and it was one of the most stoked. I was like the kid in the videos where I'm like, I'm going to faint. Oh my God, I got a bike.
What is
because Austin didn't even know how to ride a bike.
Wait. Josh is laughing at me. I said Bronco. There's Bronco and Bunny Hop. It's two different things.
I think, when we were growing up, I don't know what it was like over in Michigan, but a bunny hop was when both wheels lifted at the same time, and a Bronco is where you lift up your front wheel and then bring up your back wheel. And it was always like, bunny hop is like cool for going up curbs or whatever, but if you want to get up on like a picnic bench, you got to know how to Bronco. Because he knows, like, nay.
Jared said Austin
versus a little bunny hop.
Yeah, exactly. Jared says Austin's gonna be pissed when he finds out that you're the one that bent the axle. And then Josh just asked what your first BMX bike was, and it was the Dirt Merchant.
Yeah, Matt Hoffman Dirt Merchant from Drew's BMX. I used to go there and look at it with my mom and be like,
they called it.
Wish I could have this, but I understand that I can't.
Josh is saying they call that a J-hop. Well, when we're so old, Josh, it was called a Bronco back in the day. It was not.
Which one's the J-hop? The Bronco is a J-hop or a bunny hop's a J-hop?
The J-hop. First the wheel, back wheel. Hop with first then back.
Because I want to say no one says Bronco anymore.
First then back wheel. First then back wheel means like
First, that's the Bronco.
Yeah, that's the Bronco.
I don't hear anyone ever say Bronco anymore. It's just like, he bunny hopped.
Yeah.
Or just hopped. Ollied.
Kev had the Free People something. Remember that bike? He had a dope bike, Ramzini.
Yeah, and I forget the one homie up the street had.
Yeah.
Derek,
yeah.
His was like super nice. I think it was a Schwinn. Yeah, he had a nice setup. I remember that thing was like a $600 bike. My shit was like $350.
Yeah.
Crazy scooters now cost that much.
Back to it.
What?
Like, we're gonna try and take the cranks off next.
Okay, I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
We're gonna try and take the cranks off next. Now these are
Say that one more time.
cranks. The cranks. We're gonna take...
Cranks.
No.
Okay, so these are one-piece cranks. These are really difficult to get off. Even if you have ideal.
Now, what's the difference between a 1-piece, a 2-piece, and a 3-piece crank?
That's a good question.
Only 1-piece and 3-piece cranks.
For the kids.
There are 2-piece cranks, but for the layperson, this crank right here is a 1-piece. That means that the left and right crank arm, as we know it, it's actually one continuous piece of metal. It's an S. It's old school. They were always cheap. They always came in on lower models. And these are very hard to get out, and they're very hard to put back in if you don't have the right tools. And we don't have the right tools. Now,
You said you were bringing your tools with you. Do you not own the right tools?
well, I have the right tools, but
Got him good.
3-piece cranks
Okay.
are 2 separate crank arms and a spindle. The crank arms attached to the spindle. Normally, you can just take the crank arms off, one of them, and then pull the spindle and one side arm out. This is not that. You have to get everything out of the way.
Okay.
And why we want to get everything out of the way is so we can flip it over.
What is it called when you pedal backwards? Is that a 1-piece or is that a 2-piece crank? I'm being serious right now. Like when you're growing up and you have a bike.
Burned
pedal
him so
backwards.
good.
It doesn't matter about the cranks. There's a cassette.
What is it when you roll? Just throw that in there.
The type
It's
of hub you
so
ride will
good.
dictate if you have a fixed gear or a free coaster or a
Oh my
cassette.
god.
Big skitch where you break, right?
The fixed gear
I think
always
he
pedals,
burst
it
like a
never
brain
stops. It goes forwards,
vessel.
it pedals backwards.
What is the
He
bike
had a little
called
bit
when
of an
pedal back-
aneurysm when you
had
said
one.
that.
Free coaster.
What is it?
When you
You're
pedal
going again
backwards,
with the
it stops.
question.
Yeah, keep going with the question.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, that's a coaster brake. Okay, so we're talking
Coaster
about 4
brake.
different hubs now.
That's what I was trying to get to. Is like, isn't there another version too? Like, there isn't just.
Oh
there's
yeah.
Austin said there's 3 versions. It's like, no, there's that 4th one where you pedal backwards. That's a different kind of crank.
I thought you were just talking about like the trick. Like, what's that trick called where you pedal
No,
when you're
no.
going backwards, like the moonwalk or something?
You know what I'm
just
saying?
randomly
You know the
bust that
bikes
out.
where you pedal
Yeah,
backwards
yeah.
and it
That's
brakes?
like your first bike as a kid. Is usually that's how you braked, is
But
you press down
remember
or
the
pedal
bike?
backwards.
Remember the bike that BK rode into Lake Merritt?
Yeah, dude. I mean, we weren't.
We weren't
Yeah.
there. We weren't there. He came home all wet.
Yes. Yeah, BK took Austin's nice ass bike
But
and
that
fell
bike-
into
that
the
bike-
lake, the
that
worst
bike-
lake.
That bike was a backpedaler for the brake.
Yes, and it was trippy
It was a
because it's
dope
like,
bike.
whoa, I'm like 30 years old
Yeah.
and using a back pedal to brake like I'm 6.
I liked it. I thought it was really fun. You could do little skids and stuff. It was a fun bike.
Yeah,
to mess
dude. Well,
around
that's
on.
what I meant. Well, I guess yeah,
fun.
it's
It
always
was a
easy
fun
to
bike.
skid.
Yeah, but it was a different type of. Yes, Addy, you just jamming on. Yes, you could always skid, but I'm saying that was like a fun, because you were doing it with your feet. And it was like
Yeah,
you know, like
dude,
it was
the back
was fun.
pedal. Wow, and
Yeah.
I'm remembering my original bike.
Okay, doesn't
And
matter.
I
doesn't
put
matter.
those
All right, yeah.
stupid ass. Do you remember things you could put on your wheels so when they turn, they're like beads for your wheels?
Yes.
And as you turn, they slide up and down the spokes.
Mhm.
I remember doing that at like 5 or 6 years old and then being so disappointed when it was done because you realized what you had done. You like not only beautified your bike, but now it's like
Jared's making the great suggestion that now we need to get Austin to watch this episode for the full inception.
Ah, that would be good.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with cranks. You've confused me massively.
Dude,
about
that's
it.
too
How
Inception.
dare you? Okay, but let's struggle. So I'm gonna flip this around.
Well, also, real quick, I want to point this out. Austin, a month ago, when we were originally going to shoot this idea, he said, bro, send me photos of the bike so I don't get there without the wrong tools. So I took 4 or 5 photos, I was at the warehouse, and sent it to him. So he knew, just to point out, what he was getting into.
Google it.
What we have to do to get to the bottom
Now we should
Google it.
of this,
I think
right,
Google
we
it
gotta
like
get- we gotta
you
get-
know
Yeah, Google it, dude.
get the specs.
I don't know how we're gonna do
But
that because I
we
mean, I
should
sprayed
film
WD-40 in it, but like,
Watching us watch this.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Super Inception.
Yeah, that's what Jared I think is insane, is that we need to now get Austin to watch this episode.
Yeah, that would be probably the worst thing ever put on the internet. As far as having to and then watch that. Like after you're done, we watch or whoever's live watching that has gotta be terrible. That is the worst idea. I mean, it's an amazing idea, but
If
the
you-
worst.
If you remember, we were hoping when we responded to Scooter, when Scooter Brad made that video where he watched us, we then watched him watch us, and we responded to him, and we were really hoping that he was gonna then watch us watch him watch us.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we could have then watched that and kept that
And just
circle
keep it going. Yeah, dude.
But he didn't want to play that game, unfortunately.
Nah, I didn't want to play that game. I mean, we didn't ask.
We
Maybe
didn't-
he would have
we
for like, dude,
mentioned
this will
it.
be funny.
We mentioned it in the
We
video.
did. Yeah, you're right. We did.
So that's a
Damn.
little insight.
Poor Scooter Brad.
Yeah, rest in peace. Where did
I was
it
gonna
all go
say
wrong?
R.I.P., but I didn't want like rumors to start. Like, wait, what
Where
happened?
did it all go wrong?
Yeah,
you can literally
dude.
see it's on there. So good.
Nah, this is what I'm talking
So,
about.
if this
That's a
works-
good shot.
Dude, I'm telling you, Ad. Next time you come out here,
We may have to
I'll
leave
show
the
you
cranks in for now.
what happened. Or you
That's
could
why
you
we
you,
have
you have
our-
Streamlabs on your computer, yeah?
Heavy duty.
Yeah.
And you have an iPhone, yeah?
75
Yeah.
You could test it.
wrench.
You could
Again,
test what
it's
I
not
did.
The right tool, but
I'll give it a
Oh, so
Testarossa.
There you go. Here, let's rewind real quick a little bit. Just
Oh my god, yeah. Let's
just
rewind.
WD-40 in it, but like you can literally see.
wait for him.
it's
He's
on
gonna
there.
break down this tool
So
for you,
good.
bro.
So
It's
if
a
this works,
wrench.
people,
An adjustable wrench.
I'm gonna be blown away. We may have to leave the cranks in for now, but that's why we have
I'm
our
down.
heavy duty 75 millimeter adjustable wrench. Again, this is not the right tool, but we're gonna use it. It's still got the
Dropped
tag
money
it.
on a
It's
fucking
15 inches long.
$50 wrench.
Okay.
15 inches long.
I mean, that's what it says, but it's marketing. It's probably like the quarter
Yeah.
pounder, right? Like, is it really a quarter pounder? I don't
Like
know.
a 2x4. It's not actually
Okay.
2x4 or
I
4x4.
should point out, these
3.5
things-
by 3.5.
so there's nothing holding these like in place. They're just stuck in place. So again, this is condemnation on you, John. I stopped calling you Tubi when I started doing.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
why is
the
it calling
bike
you
was left in the
John?
backyard when we moved away
Maryland.
years ago.
This is Maryland's fault.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't belabor the point.
I like that we got
point,
subtitles.
But let's see if we can get these pranks loose, man. If we can do this.
Dude, I don't watch anything without subtitles anymore. It's weird. Times have changed.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I watch
Now,
everything with
originally, I was
subtitles.
gonna I had a list of questions to ask Austin about BMX, but I feel like this episode's gone a certain direction. Kind of.
I don't watch
we'll
live
save that
sports
for
with
Austin's third
subtitles.
appearance on Talking Shit with McMasher.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Maybe we'll get him to come
Or
back next week or
non-live
something.
sports.
Although if
Until
you
then, though,
if you
we'll
have the
save those
volume off,
questions.
then we'll do a deep dive on Austin's takes on the
Yeah, there's a
BMX
few
culture and
Weird
where it is
situations
and
where
stuff
I have it on.
on a
Yeah.
following episode. This kind of went a different direction than what I thought. This was going to be a lot easier. For
I did.
Austin to
I
do.
thought Austin. This was gonna be a walk in the
Look at
park.
me like dee wrench.
I thought he was going to come through and he was going to do it in no problem.
Yeah.
Josh
He's
said.
so
I
offended.
had this imagination.
Josh said
that we're
fuck
gonna easily
subtitles.
set it up on the table.
Oh my god. No, keep going.
Josh, come
And he
on.
would
He's got,
easily just
you've
take
got
this
good
apart
ears,
and be like,
Josh. My ears
discussing
aren't.
Van
aren't too
Holman
good.
and why Chase Hawk is the best or something of the sort.
Oh yeah, Chase Hawk.
But that's not the
bro.
direction we went.
Oh, John, you really fucked me with this whole thing.
Chase Hawk doing
He's very disappointed with me.
his part to Black Sabbath was so sick.
Where he doesn't even do a trick. He just that's what makes Chase Hawk so incredible.
Yeah, just boosting shit. Whatever happened to Chase Hawk?
He's still around.
really?
Yeah, he still rides for Colt. I ride a skateboard, so I don't know as much about metal objects.
Even though this is your bike.
Now, I have a different bike that I've kept really
Yeah.
good care of.
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have two bikes.
And they're both in great condition.
Kept indoors.
Yep. Thank you, Johnny.
They are. They're both kept indoors.
Yeah. He really knows what's up.
The shit.
I mean, the Colt was like
got it,
sitting
folks. I
in
saw-
not
he
pieces,
loosened
but
it.
it was a little loosey goosey for a bit when it was like behind the couch. Like the fork was hanging off.
No, that was because remember I snapped the fork, and then Austin. It was a whole long story. Thankfully,
Yeah.
Austin ended up replacing it for me.
Nice. Ooh, good wrench shot.
But it
Bro,
was sitting behind the couch with like the wheel off for a while.
Like what I'm trying to figure out is
Dude, this
coming
looks
loose from tightening it. I mean, it's so seized up,
torturous.
but I'm pretty sure it's coming loose. Let me count the threads.
You just put his ass to work on like a Tuesday.
Okay.
Get your
Yeah,
girl
and I made a
Tuesday.
stream out of it too. So
Yeah,
and now I've made 2 streams out of it.
yeah. You're,
Give me a little bit of.
Yeah, I can give you some assistance. Let me get it over here.
yeah,
Out of an old rusty bike that Austin said was garbage.
straight up. And then you can make some money off of it. We'll do an episode where we're doing a live bid.
We're taking donations right now. If anyone wants to donate, please feel free.
And again, this
Donate
is
to
not
get the
great.
bike, or donate just to donate to the legacy of the bike.
To the legacy of the bike. No,
Nice.
after all of this work that Austin put in, I have to hang on to that frame. Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
think this is a
it's
reverse
sitting in
thread.
the
It could be. That'd
it's
be really
leaning
funny.
in the warehouse with all the
That's what I'm
scooters.
worried about.
Dude, when the zombie apocalypse happens, you're gonna be stoked that you've got
God,
that
I hate you
frame.
so much.
Out of
Yeah,
the other
please
bikes I
stop,
have.
folks.
Not
Well,
you.
that's heavy duty. You see,
Sorry,
you can
y'all,
like
this
put your
is-
arm in there, hold on to the seat stem, and just fight off people. The other ones are a little light. You know, this'll.
That's true. You're saying use it as a weapon.
I'm saying use it as a weapon, or try to sell it to the zombies. They love.
This might not be possible, everyone.
I'm trying to use my pen to make a point.
No, Jared, we will not be talking about this same thing on next week's episode of Over Show. That is
We
not.
could.
We could. We could.
They could.
So we got
It could be video of the week submission.
Again, this is just, I would throw this into a volcano and I would cut my losses. But nostalgia, folks. Nostalgia,
Folks.
right? This is
You don't think this this Diamondback frame is worth anything?
No,
Why
Right
are
here.
they capitalizing
No,
nostalgia?
It's not
in
like
the-
Bruce Chrisman
the
won the
thing?
X Games on this Diamondback or something.
He said it wasn't worth
He
anything.
used to ride for Diamondback, and he won the X Games.
And he wasn't riding the Joker.
And he was not riding. He was riding a bike called like the Joker, but
This is the Diamondback Joker.
I know. But
All right, Josh wants me to show you this. I'm assuming, Josh, let me know if this is correct. These are Chase Hawk's backyard ramps.
Oh yeah, I remember his backyard ramp. Whoa, what did you just do there?
This is like, how long ago is it? This is a week ago.
He just did like a
Morning
weird like
rippers.
little,
Wow, he
What
just did it
is
again.
that?
He's like doing like a little Manny. Let's watch that one more time. That was
It's
fantastic.
like a I don't even know, like a
like right
bonk
there.
of
You see that? He
sorts.
just slides it in. It's crazy looking.
But look how he gets like air
Yeah,
off of it.
yeah,
Whoop.
yeah.
Damn, dude, this
Fake
guy's
you rock, Manny.
still
Pop
got
it back in. Like he's not.
The only issue is the Rockstar sponsor. Ew.
I think R. Willie just signed a Rockstar, or maybe it was Monster.
Yeah. Ew. Yeah, one of those. I mean, get that money, but ew.
I mean, honestly, and I only drink these on special occasions, and it's Red Bull, and I only do that on really crazy special occasions.
I have a Red Bull that's been sitting in my fridge since
fun
Christmas.
Fact, big name
What
bike
flavor?
brands.
Red Bull.
Oh, OG.
Yeah.
Like the mongooses.
I don't-
I would
I-
never mess with any other flavor.
I
don't even
try-
mess
I
with
do-
Red.
I do the flavors.
Frame builders.
Dude, Red Bull. Oof.
The Red Bull flavors
It's-
are.
A Red Bull is like a road trip,
Production models that they give to
dirty
guys and-
drink.
Dude, remember those Red Bull colas you used to get when you worked for them?
Yeah, dude. The
Those were
Red Bull
so
colas were
wretched.
disgusting,
So
bro. You would
wretched.
pour out and get like cola bean or some shit. It's floating in the bottom. Disgusting. They wanted you to mix it with alcohol. That was the whole reason they made it.
Josh said that must be his new ramp setup because he said it's less than a year old.
I swear he had like backyard ramps.
He
for
said 100K
days, though.
ramp, and Rockstar pays him 48K a year.
built to that rider's
That's a good
spec.
salary. Holy
So,
shit.
I'll tell you what.
Because for maybe
Ryan Williams should be on Red
maybe
Bull,
for
though. That's
all the
bullshit.
logos on all over the ramp. Is I think what
Yeah.
Josh is saying. They pay him 48K for because think about it, other pros are coming there to ride that ramp probably, and it says Rockstar all over it.
Yeah, they even had the skate line logo. It's like
Because
the
they probably
Skate Line
donated.
like,
They probably gave him a good
yeah,
price for the wood.
Yeah. It will give you a good price, Chase.
100%. 100%.
Chase, we'll give you a good
This
price.
bike is not something that
Imagine being the skate line, skate
How
light
many-
sales rep.
How many sponsors? It depends on the rider.
What year was
Jared,
that?
how many sponsors they're gonna have? It could be
You know
anywhere
better than I
from
do.
2 to 3,
99,
all the way up
98.
to like 5 is like a crazy amount. And then there's even crazy psychos who have like 10 because they're taking sponsorship from every dumb thing they can. Pads, a car, energy drink, you know what I'm saying, Addy? They
Shoes.
Shit.
well, yeah, you got your shoe, you got your, you know, every little product.
dude.
So we call those
Well,
NASCARs.
even like
Folks, we might
like
do
a
business.
bike, you might have a brand or like just the
freaking
full bike
is.
brand, or like, oh, I've got these bars, these wheels
Well, it used to be like that
from
more-
different
It
people.
used to be like that more in biking. I think now it's like you kind of ride for like one bike
The whole
company now.
brand.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But we'll have to have Jerry. Geez, we have to have Austin come on or Josh to really explain that.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I need a pedal wrench, John.
I mean, it's like any sport, sponsor wise.
Well, no, because basketball you really only get one sponsor, a shoe. See, all the ball sports,
Thanks, Chair, for
you
that
really get
update.
one
did
sponsor,
yours
a
say?
shoe.
That the
For
I
the
mean,
most
it
part,
depends,
cut out,
because like
but I
you
fixed
could
it.
be, you know,
no
I
idea,
do my
dude.
Pizza Hut
I can kinda
commercials,
see
I
what
do
they're
my
saying on
State
this
Farm
one.
commercials, I do my Hulu commercials. Like,
Yeah, but I'm saying
you're known for your shoe sponsor, but you also are doing all this other shit that people.
Yeah. If you consider
might
the,
or
if
might
you
not
consider
see.
that kind of thing, but I'm saying signing like a multi-year contract, it's for like the ball sports dudes. It's really just shoe. You know, some of them have a liquor,
that's the
a
big
liquor they're
one.
associated with or something. You know, or they do like local car commercials.
That's a big thing. You know,
That's my dream.
I've seen
That's my dream.
some
Ashley
Golden
Schaefer,
State
BMW,
Warriors.
come on down.
Yeah, and you'll do that for a little bit. But I'm saying like your big major sponsor would just be like a shoe, Nike, Adidas, Converse, New Balance. You know, the big players. Reebok. Yeah, Puma. Don't forget it.
Puma. British Knights.
And I'm just like
Are they still
a lot of
around?
the stream, but
I
the
don't
issue,
think
folks,
so.
is that the cord for the microphone that we have isn't. It goes to about
There you go, TV.
here.
Show 'em.
Dome tubes.
Show 'em, TV.
So, we do apologize. I what I could have done too is just done the on-camera mic and said screw this. But
Okay, I need you
yeah.
to hold this.
Okay.
You to hold this.
Hold on, folks, I'm gonna have to
Colt
hold something,
paid
so we're gonna have to set the mic
24K
down
a
and join
year.
this.
All this came out in a controversially BMX pod. Okay. Oh, is that BMX pod you sent me, Josh? That same. I mean, the same podcast.
Great shot.
Sorry, pedals. For everybody who doesn't know that, they're reverse threading. But it depends
Pedals are reverse threading for everyone who doesn't know that.
so I always forget.
Austin's dyslexic, so he always forgets.
Oh, bro.
I'm reading what he's saying.
Oh, I got you. Oh,
He got him.
we are. I'm telling y'all, this is going a lot better than I thought. Oh,
Yeah, so I don't know. Did you hear that
I
part
did
where I
not
said
think
Josh
we
said
were
that
gonna
the
do
the
this well.
biker
wow, if this works
Colt was
out,
paying
people,
Chase
if this
Hawk
works out,
24K a year, and it all came out in some podcast recently.
Oh, nice. Wait, a biker was paying him 24K?
Colt BMX.
Oh, Colt was.
Yeah.
Not much.
Whew, dude. Oh, man.
24K a year for your sponsor.
Mama
Is,
paid
is that
for
on
that
top of?
education and-
Addy, you know
I mean,
this.
2,000 a month?
No. But
I mean, it's good. That'll pay some bills.
Is that on top of a royalty deal where he has
Yeah, who
signature
knows?
products? Is it like, oh, we're gonna get your baseline is this, and you have the capability to get up to 75 to 100, or what? Like, what are we talking?
It could be. It could
paid
be.
for itself.
Yeah,
Because
for
bikes
sure.
are expensive. If you have a signature bike frame,
Oh, man.
you should be pulling in what, $5 maybe a frame?
So like I
Yeah.
said, one piece
I was gonna say $5.
S-like metal piece. So I have to take off.
Which still isn't a lot.
Which
though.
it ain't much.
Once
I
I
mean,
remove
what are you
but I
selling?
mean-
1,000 frames is like,
But percentage of, like, as we know, percentage of like maybe overall profit margin, $5 might be a pretty decent percentage of that overall profit margin that Colt's making off of that bike frame.
yeah, I mean, you sell a pair of wheels that are $80 and the rider gets for scootering and you get $1 for a pair of wheels.
So we've heard.
yeah. So we've heard.
So we've heard.
It would make sense that, like, you know, I mean, a $250, $300 frame, $5 is like, oh, pretty good deal.
I mean, we pay
But
a crazy
selling way more
percentage
wheels.
for our royalty
Yeah.
at Heligrip, just to point out. We won't get into the deets, but we pay a very good percentage
Yeah.
of overall royalty. I mean, overall profit margin wise. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a lot of money.
No,
but
because the item
percentage
itself-
wise, it's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. The item itself is so inexpensive that the percentage or the money you're making isn't a lot. But if you go by percentage, which is what matters, boom, it's a good amount.
Boom. Yeah. 50%. It's not 50%.
I can. By the way, I was threading it back in. Like,
Is that Vic? Is that you that just commented
That's
that?
fine. Just loosens it up. We can
Probably
pull
not
the
for me,
whole-
man. But I wish
Thank
maybe later
How do
tonight.
you feel about The Rock returning to the WWE?
Oh, so Austin uses the word jabroni right here.
Mama paid for
How
that
do you feel about
education,
The Rock?
Pay for itself if this works out, everybody. Oh man.
She did.
Okay. So like I said, one piece cranks are just one S-like metal piece. So I have to take off this pedal. So that once I remove this locking nut, I can. By the way,
We're
This
not
is
yawning
back
at the
in.
banter. This is very important, as you said.
Like a jabroni.
We can pull the whole
He uses jabroni right there.
crank out.
How do you feel about The Rock
So I hit him with the rock.
to the WWE?
I'm a little conflicted. I mean, did he just not just buy a major?
He's turned heel as well.
I mean, they're just
So they made him into a bad guy. He did. He is now part owner after the Vince McMahon push out. I only bring this up because you used the word jabroni there.
He was
as we all
heel,
know,
though.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, the People's Champ,
or not
was
from the
man
beginning.
who coined jabroni.
Can you pass me the People's adjustable wrench that's right behind you?
He was a good guy, then came back as a heel
Also
with
hit
the
me with a People's adjustable wrench. That was pretty good. Smart. Well
Yeah.
played. Yes, he started.
What was the name of the crew he was a part of when he
Nation
turned
Domination.
heel?
Nation Domination.
Yeah.
He when he first got into the we don't need to dive into it.
Yeah.
But yes,
I mean, he made being a heel cool.
everybody. No, Stone Cold made being an anti-hero heel cool.
I mean, he did it better, but wasn't it technically The Rock was like he got it going of like, oh,
I mean,
he was
go-
shouting at the crowd and whatnot. And
I mean, they're gonna build that story up because now who he is now. But there's always been people. That's been a thing.
There's always been a heel, but it was like, wasn't it like kind of
every dope dude,
shit, I'm a heel, damn it. When they
dope
made you a
dude
heel,
has
you're
been
like,
I don't know, because I feel like
being a bench player.
you can. I don't know. That's an episode for Over the Show. We'll save that episode. We'll do an episode all over there.
Yeah. I'm just going off of what The Rock said.
Yeah, but that's the one thing that's kind of bummed me out about The Rock as of more recently is like he's just so like me. It's just like, bro, and the last few movies just were trash. It was, dude, like, what has happened?
Yeah, he's getting that money.
The rise and fall was very quick, though, was it not? Oh, the rise was slow to him becoming this, like, I'm #1 paid actor. And then it fell quick.
What's his biggest movie? Like, my favorite with him has got to be Other Guys or whatever, but he's only in it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. His biggest movie, I mean, is maybe Scorpion King, right? Like that would be.
Oh yeah, Scorpion King.
Because that's kind of what got the ball rolling. But then Fast and Furious.
That was so bad though. Oh, dude, Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
for sure. Because Scorpion King was trash. I mean,
and then Jumanji, Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise was horrific. The last
he
two
hasn't
movies,
been in ever like a good movie. I mean, even Fast is like
Race to Witch Mountain. That's old.
Yeah,
he's in that. That was like back in the day.
What is he in that?
He's like the main dad character to the two kids. He's not the dad, but he's like the caretaker or whatever.
I don't think I've seen like the original.
Yeah, the original's from like 1960s, right? 70s.
Yeah, dude, that one was dope.
Yeah. All right,
that made me. We thought Austin and I might have magical powers because of that movie because it's twins in that. They're like, oh,
it's a boy girl though, isn't it?
Yeah, but still, they were
well played.
Like, oh,
I enjoyed
we
that.
might have that power, and we tried, didn't work. Bad day.
So we got the pedal.
I remember that day. They put the hands together.
Yeah,
purple comes out.
Yeah.
We tried.
He's a wrestler. I mean, I just like him in general. He's a cool guy.
I don't know. The last few movies he did. We're gonna get into the same conversation there. Jungle Cruise, horrific. Jungle Cruise was horrific. Black Adam, horrific.
Oh
Black Adam.
yeah, Black
1
Adam.
and 2 are both pretty good films, but that also, you got K Hart, you got Jack Black.
Yeah,
you got a big supporting cast there. It's
Josh
the
Young
chick
saying he's
from,
a John
Guardians
Cena
of the Galaxy, that plays.
Cena might have done it.
He's had better movies. Nebula.
Yeah, and like
Chat, let me know.
Who's Drax again?
Yeah, Rusty.
Yes.
So who would you say, Austin, is your favorite BMX?
Yes.
He's done great stuff. I mean, Dune now. Oof, let's go.
Well, Dune, Guardians. I mean, he was in that M. Night Shyamalan movie. That was pretty cool. House of the Woods or whatever.
Yeah, I forget what it was called.
He was also, he has a small role in Blade Runner 20. That's why the Dune makes sense, because he already worked with that director. He was in that. He's like the robot when Ryan Gosling pulls up to that house. He fights him inside the house. It's towards the beginning of the movie.
I don't remember. I only saw it once.
Oh, dude, that movie's good, dude.
I tried to find it a couple months ago, but it was like, I had to pay for it. It wasn't free on the stream anymore.
I think it's on HBO Max right now.
That's what I thought it was originally. Maybe they put it back on or
like a
got there.
Level roster of favorite BMXers of all time, and they reflect.
Not Matt Hoffman.
Well, so that's the thing. Like, you have to add so many different people. Like, it depends on what point I was in my life, but like, I mean, you can't.
Who do you think Austin's favorite BMXer is?
All time?
Yeah, we're gonna decide for him.
Dude, I would have thought. I don't know, dude. I would.
Van Homan?
Van Homan. Yeah.
Van Homan?
Van Homan.
Or Mike Hoder.
Van Homan.
And then Mike Hoder, right? Yeah.
Yeah, or Dave Asado.
Yeah.
Remember him? He was the guy who was like, he could whip flat. Now JD could whip flat.
Actually, I think Austin was more juiced off of Hoder a little bit later in life, but like when we were in our mid-20s, he was all stoked off that.
Morgan Wade
for sure.
I think Van Homan in the Little Devil video. Van Homan Little Devil video has got to be our most watched part when we were kids.
What's your BMX All-Star list? Is we're being asked in chat.
Oh, for me, Matt Hoffman, Rick Thorne. Rick Thorne. I mean, says backflips on half pipes, backflip to fakie, and then he just ends it. Just like, all right, I'm good.
Does a little rollback and then kind of pedals off.
It's like a rollback. I'm like, that's it, boys. Like,
Love it, classic.
And Rick Thorne, I remember we went to X Games, went to get his autograph,
He's
and I was like,
cool.
Thanks. Walked away, and he's like, whoa. Get back here.
Gave you
There's all these other kids around, and he's like, come back for the pound. And I was like, dude, what? You're not just letting. I thought you wanted me to skedaddle.
Do you remember?
And he's like, get back here.
Do you remember when we met him when we were adults?
We did meet him a second time. Where was that?
And wasn't Van Homan or who else was there? It was Matt Hoffman, Rick.
No, I remember.
Rick
Were you
Thorne.
talking about the GOAT show?
No, we were at we went to Rancid, and Steve Caballero's band was opening up for Rancid.
Yeah. Wasn't that GOAT?
No, GOAT is Reynolds' band. That's Reynolds' band.
That's Reynolds.
Dude.
Yeah. No, I don't think Rick Thorne
was there.
Really?
Don't we have? Did Austin ever post that?
Yeah,
photo?
no, I remember that moment, but I only remember Matt Hoffman, and Austin walked up and named all the bikers, and he's like, "You're this guy. You're that guy. You're that guy," and they're like, "Oh,
no,
damn, this guy knows his shit."
It was that other older white haired dude who had just retired. Kevin. He just retired a couple years prior.
Yeah, I mean that was also like all those dudes were like Austin's tier list.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mike Escamilla, big dog. Dude, my top are disgusting probably because it's like the dude. It would be like Corey Nastasio, Matt Hoffman. Dude, even like Dave Mira and what was the other guy? Ryan Nyquist.
Yeah, Ryan Nyquist for sure.
Because Austin went out and we saw Global X Games in San Antonio when we were kids. We flew out for that, and the American team was Dave Mira and Ryan Nyquist, and it was like, oh my god, powerhouse duo. But I mean, Matt Hoffman, just for like, I had his bike. Him doing the 900 no-hander and just like his legacy of just getting destroyed all the time. And I forget if it was like BMX Plus or Ride BMX and they had like the spread on him and it's just him standing there and it's got like bullet points to all the parts of his bodies that he's injured. And you're like, dude, this guy is not going to live long. He's been so busted up and like he's probably has CTE, but he's still here. Still seems to be doing good.
Yeah.
And then I'm not trying to be facetious here, but it's kind of crazy that it ended up being Dave Mira was the one who got the CTE. I don't know if they officially confirmed that.
I think they did. I think Austin mentions that because Austin actually let's play it out.
Because that shit was tragedy.
An all-time great. You got to have your all-time great.
Here we go.
You're gonna go Dave Mira.
Yeah, people forget the Miracle Boy, right? And it's really
He says Dave Mira.
really unfortunate because he was such
Miracle Boy.
He was BMX for the better part of a decade, right?
Dude, Dave Mira's BMX and Matt Hoffman had the video game.
Matt Hoffman's was pretty much just Tony Hawk with a bike.
He was actually the best
Yeah.
biker. Like,
well, Dave Mira too, but Dave Mira was way better.
He became a star because he was the best.
Dave Mira too.
No, I'm saying the Dave Mira game was made by a different developing company.
Really?
and played. Yeah,
Rockstar, right?
Jamie
I'll look it up.
Bestwick.
I'll look it up.
And you got Matt
It's
Hoffman.
like
before that, 'cause
Activision
it
was Matt Hoffman, and then
Dave Mirra,
Rockstar.
Jamie Bestwick with Ryan.
Matt Hoffman was made by the same people as Tony Hawk, who at the same time they made the surfing one, the Kelly Slater.
Activision, right?
Activision
Was
and
it
stuff. And didn't they make a? They might have made a wakeboarding one, but they definitely made a BMX. They definitely made surfing.
Yeah.
And they only made Matt Hoffman got 2 games, but the surfing one and all that only got 1. It was like a 1
Yeah,
and
the
done.
surfing one was a joke.
Dude,
we played it, and it's fun
good.
for like 20
It's
minutes,
good,
and then
dude.
you're like, all right, I've mastered this game in 20 minutes.
Yeah, because it's like the waves are the same. It doesn't matter.
It's super easy to learn,
Yeah.
and you're like,
It's
oh, I'm
kinda being
barreled.
in there.
Yep. Yeah. I'm
Things, there are people who did different things that matter, but Dave Mirra and Jamie Bestwick, what really set them apart is they mastered riding both ways. Most people don't know that, but BMX bikes, there is a switch and a regular, and Dave Mirra and Bestwick, they would just duke it out, and they would go switch. Dave Mirra could do switch flares. He can do switch airs. You didn't see that on
full
Vert.
fat.
And that dexterity, that ability.
Addy
is
was
what
the
set
production
him apart
company.
from everybody. And
Acclaim
the only
Entertainment.
Oh.
That
Oh,
So yeah,
I
it was a totally different
None
company.
of those sound
but
familiar.
outside
The
of
developer
that, Jamie
and the
Bestwick
publisher
couldn't
was
ride
Acclaim
park like
Entertainment.
Dave.
Yeah.
And you know what's
What?
crazier
Dave
is
Mirra
that,
BMX 2?
Was
Kevin
Robinson?
Rest in peace. Kevin Robinson was a tremendous vert rider himself. Look at that.
What happened to Kevin Robinson?
He passed away.
Car accident?
I don't know.
Kevin
Here,
Robinson was incredible. Oh my god.
I liked Kevin Robinson, man. He rode for Hoffman.
Ladies and germs, this is for
You remember him, man?
Mirra. He deserves so
Yeah.
much better than this, but what we have here is
Fuzzy Hall was my least favorite.
Fuzzy Hall.
Fuzzy
Wow, that is
Hall,
crazy
his
looking, folks.
name,
yeah, that's
his
bearing.
bike company. Oh,
You can walk up to that camera and show it all. Oh.
dude, were those bearings like Razor scooter handlebar bearings?
He passed away from a
S.
stroke
Not three-piece,
just
like
shy of
normal
his
people have.
46th birthday
One
in
Damn.
2017.
We got it out.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you,
One
Dude,
daughter, 2
drugs?
I
sons.
expect that to happen. This is a good thing.
Dave Mirra had what, like $2, maybe just one daughter.
Holds the Guinness World
Tragic.
Record for highest air on a
We have
BMX
now
bike, 27 feet in his
They're
hometown,
taken apart. Look at
Rhode Island.
Wait, he beat Hoffman?
Yeah.
What
That's
the
what it says
fuck?
here. In 2000, he beat him the year before he died.
Bearings just
Damn.
falling out.
2016.
You get a close-up inside these
Set the
cups,
Guinness
so
World Record.
there's
Wow,
grind
that's
in
crazy.
there that's
So he was still riding. He was.
on the other
That means he
side.
was
There's
44
grind
years
in
old
there
when he
that's
set that
rust,
record. That's
dirt.
crazy.
Holy shit.
That's crazy, right?
I feel busted up at 36, and
Right?
that dude's 44 going for world record. And like, that's one, oof,
I mean, it was
you
put out
messed
into the
that world
backyard.
record
It was
up.
put out to
You're-
pasture,
You're hurt.
and then it was supposed to get thrown away. And I said, "Hey, you know what? I'd like to save that frame from the trash."
I mean, whatever. Okay, here, I'll hold this. Here, let me knuckle this.
No. You're not knuckling the mic.
I wanted you to cut some cables.
No, yeah.
You're gonna need
Get
to
outta
cut
here.
these cables, bro. I'm doing the play-by-play at this point.
So Dave Mirra was just unstoppable in his element, and he was adapting with the times. I mean, he had Mirra-esque handlebars, but then he went to, he would ride a Haro, but he would ride S&M Behringer bars. He could do street, and he could really ride street. I mean, he can do some stuff. Dave Mirra was everything to BMX. So that guy is definitely, he's got to be on the Mount Rushmore. Everything else aside, him being a crazy, almost detrimental competitor, what happened towards the end of his life, some would argue he definitely had CTE from some
there you
previous
go, Addy.
incidences in his life. Crashes, he was hit by a car. Did you know that Dave Mirra was hit by a car?
He was hit by a car.
Also, he started to do rally car racing as well.
Well, he also did boxing. I think he fought Brian
Yeah, something like that.
for some crazy reason.
Yeah.
And that was at that time I was more focused on school, but very much so following BMX. He kind of fell off, but when he rode, he started riding brakeless. I mean, he took off his brakes, back when, not a lot of people were doing it at the time, and he does that. And of course, he's Dave Mirra. He's just as good. He kills it. So, Dave Mirra, again, I'll keep reminding myself of these little things with Dave Mirra, but he was so pivotal to BMX. It's hard for him not to get mentions. I'm gonna go around you and get.
So all-time GOAT is Dave Mirra.
I mean, goats are relative, right? It's like Tom Brady.
We're talking goats versus like personal favorite.
Montana. He wins 2 more Super Bowls, and now people are like, Tom Brady's better than Joe Montana, right? So, goats, that title falls over time, right? Like Mount Rushmore, there's some pretty amazing people up there, but you know, there's some presidents who've done some pretty cool stuff too. It's a really bad comparison. All I'm trying to say is,
I don't know. That's yeah.
All I'm trying to say is, GOATs from an extreme sports perspective is really about time and place. Tony Hawk was the man, right? Like at some point he was the GOAT, but now somebody.
No, Tony Hawk's always gonna be the GOAT.
Damn.
Yeah, Austin does not like Tony Hawk.
Thing about Tony Hawk. The thing
Austin's
about Tony Hawk,
trying to gun for Tony Hawk for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, is his reasoning that like, okay, Tony Hawk did the 900, he's, did the video game, but there's kids now that are like 12 years old doing 1080s and shit like that.
That's
so
the same
like,
thing about Dave Mirra. I'm sure of it. Like, how is that not applied to Dave Mirra?
Yeah. Well, even sports, even athletes who are like, you look at what some athletes did in the 60s in football, and now dudes have eclipsed them. But then you look at the times, and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. Or like even scootering, it's like that dude did that shit on a razor. He wasn't doing the tricks that they're doing now, but he did that on a razor when people didn't even know what was possible.
I think part of it is that Austin doesn't know, and this is no shame to him, but like doesn't know the history of like from the 80s into the 90s. He dominated the contest circuit way before the 900. Actually, by the time he's doing the 900, he's kind of already on. I don't want to say his way out, but
he was.
Bob Burnquist is already starting to tear it up. Bucky Lassick is already starting to tear it up in the half pipe scene. So he's kind of the old guard already at that point by the time he does the 900. Versus like 10 years prior to that, he was the dude. And in the 10 years prior to that, he was the dude. And like he invented all the technical tricks that you see done on like the flip trick style stuff. He played a huge key role in like a lot of that stuff. So I don't know. I think that we just forget. Like Tony Hawk, Rodney Mullen are like the two dudes who named almost like not a good amount of tricks were named by those guys. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
The Madonna.
Well, it'd be like Matt Hoffman too. Like Matt Hoffman doing the 900 no-hander. What was so epic about the 900 no-hander is like it was already when Matt Hoffman was like, you didn't expect him to get first place. You expected him to make finals, but for him to do that trick when it was like, all right, you're at the end here, was like made it all the better. But now I'm sure people do crazier shit that Matt Hoffman could have never dreamed of. So on that level, you'd be like, oh, well, he can't be the GOAT because there's teenagers now doing all the tricks that Matt Hoffman was doing. Like it ain't even a thing, but it's like, nah, you got to look at their whole history and the time, and he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And same with Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk is like, dude, you can't touch him.
You can't touch him.
You can't touch him. But if you're going off of like the tricks he was doing and what tricks are being done now, I could see people like, well, but it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's funky.
It all changes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the same, but like the MVP debate in sports.
Totally.
Like,
Totally. Or the greatest of all time, like the GOAT of basketball. Where people are like, oh, Michael, oh, LeBron, oh, Kobe.
Pure
like,
skill.
Yeah.
He changed the game as far as like transitional riding, and then he dominated the
We'll get past this. We just explained all this.
Yeah.
My foot's
Damn, he is getting some mileage out of that wrench, I gotta say.
That's why I think he bought it, Addy, was to get like that part off.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Which one do you need? Oh, the T? A good shot of the...
I thought you could use an Allen key for the headset cap.
That is an Allen key in his hand. That's the Affinity T tool.
Like kind of an SOB. That was not expected. So of course, this always happens when it comes to working on your bike. You'll do the really hard thing, like you'll install the cranks, it'll be fine. And then it totally, by the way, it totally looks like I'm smelling your penis, John. It's like right there. I'm sorry about this. Sorry, folks. This is teamwork. This is what teamwork looks like sometimes. Okay?
In the mic position.
It's dirty. It's a little suggestive. Okay. So what I had to do is I had to tighten the stem down because I don't want the bars to turn. Now, I didn't WD-40 this too, so this may be the... Oh, wait a second, folks. Was Austin wrong again? Sure was. This thing looks like a little bit of tightening. Wow. Guys.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow. By the way, they don't make headset caps like this anymore, dude. This is crazy. I think this is threaded. Yeah, dude. This is a threaded headset cap.
Yeah, is that cool?
No, I mean that doesn't happen.
Is that cool?
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean it's rusted. I'm getting tetanus in my eyeball looking at it. But that's crazy, dude. Like
A
they
weird
don't do
position for you
this.
too.
It's yeah. Anyhow, I actually haven't.
Do you think I could get rid of these parts to anyone?
No, God, no. Don't you give these to anybody because they'll die. Like, these parts. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't, like, you know. You shouldn't give these to anybody. You shouldn't even let people look at these, dude.
Yeah.
It's that bad. Okay, you want to step back for a second? You can.
Yeah. Take a step back, bro.
Oh, I did not think this was going to be the problem.
Come on now. Come on now. You got it. There you go.
Bars, brake lever, stem, rusted. All of it, rusted. Okay, now
Damn.
everything's going to happen really quickly now. We're, like, pretty close to done. Because everything's going to happen just as it should, I hope. So we're going to start taking apart the gyro, right? So these are all the pieces of the gyro. They're
I mean, even with the rust, bro, you just drop that in
That's
some,
crazy.
like, I don't know, some acetone
That
or
is
something,
just
and
insane.
you're good to
So
go.
again, I thought this was just going to all come out. It will. There it goes. Just needs a little finagling. WD-40 rules. Okay, can you pass me? Okay, we'll make this flashy. We'll make this real flashy. Where's the mallet? There's the Rami Malek. God, he was so good.
There's a Remy mallet.
James
Yeah.
Bond. Look at that. You see that? Those are bearings falling out of your headset. Because it's an unsealed piece of shit. Look at all that. Boom! Look at all that.
We're down to just needing the seat.
It's not an integrated
Post.
headset, is it?
No,
There's no way.
no way. I think you actually
You
gave
guys
me
popped that
seat
out?
and those bars to point out.
I certainly gave you I definitely gave you the bars. The seat is from a GT. I never owned a GT.
Bullshit. Well, I mean, that's.
You know someone? Or he did own a G.
He-
He had a silver one in the garage that he picked up off somebody as well. So
Yeah. Maybe he's meaning like one that I went, like,
I might have
actually
bought that,
rode.
though. And I didn't buy that GT seat.
No,
I
Smalls
to
had a
get
GT. I see
Smalls
why you're
did have
saying
the
that, but
GT.
I don't think I took his seat because he still had the GT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Ad?
Yeah.
Right.
Call out.
I don't know.
Smalls
'cause
had a silver GT, but Austin had a different one.
we could have, like, we were all sharing parts, so who knows where any of this shit came from.
Well, I definitely, yeah, I know those bars were Austin's.
Smalls did have, he had a green GT.
Was it green?
It was a green, I mean, who knows if he got another one, but I remember, like, when we met up to ride bikes,
He had a green
he
one?
had a green GT.
He definitely had a GT. I know he had a GT.
It was, like, green with, like tan
Hard as it gets
wheel
stuck
walls, and the
sometimes.
tire popped when we got near
Sometimes these get
Aladino's.
stuck,
Mm.
And sometimes they don't come out. But this did. I mean, dude.
It
this is
clipped
pretty
my
much it.
nails.
This is pretty much.
Yeah.
This is like honestly like we'll give it some love. I'll take off these brakes right now.
Yeah, you gotta
What
take
about
out them
the
brakes.
black thing? Do we need that off?
Oh,
we can
have
leave
to take
that?
out the cups.
We can leave that.
Yeah, I'll take out.
Dude,
I'll take
leave.
out the hardware.
Oh,
No,
the
you can leave
gyro
that.
thing.
We don't do the hardware, but it's cool.
Okay.
You got the gyro tabs. You got like so like you see the grease. So you know like this buildup right here. That's the grease over time comes out, and that's what actually happens. The grease comes out of it and lands on the surface.
Interesting little tidbit there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that'll happen.
Usually you keep this close to the frame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that off.
This is your Diamondback Joker, all broken down as a frame. I'm blown away we can do this, dude. This is really intense. That's a
He's blown away.
WD-40, y'all.
He's
Spray this
super
sucker
blown
down with
away.
WD-40, and it goes. So I'll take off
We use the
deep penetrator.
deep pen.
Yeah.
I thought-
Oh, nice. I didn't know they had that.
I think we might get this in under an hour, dude. That's pretty phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, these brakes are gonna come off so easy.
All right.
Mark
Well,
my last words.
we got it done. That's the video. I want to point out, Austin, especially when we started this, but before you guys even were here, he really didn't think this was going to happen. So we could round it up. We could sum up our video here, Addy, now.
Yeah, that's good.
And let this play out in the background.
Well,
So that was it, man. What did you think?
I thought it was pretty torturous. But you know, it was cool to watch. It's cool, you know, for me, it was a bit of a nostalgia journey. Remember getting some memories back in my old memory bank. So for that I'm appreciative. But for the average viewer, this must have been torture. But we now we got some good shots of the stickers.
Why do you keep saying that though? I mean, I asked Austin questions. Like, where should I go on? Where do we go wrong on this? In your opinion?
Just the struggle to take it apart is so brutal, and it really was the beginning. Him taking the bolts off where the tires were is just, oh my god. Because I'm used to like videos where everyone knows, even like restoration videos, like it's all coming apart pretty easily. They know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
and you don't see the full struggle. And like ASMR wise, like, it's like, oh, kind of pleasant.
But like those are also edited videos, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Versus you're seeing everything here.
I thought you were gonna say like the visual. Like I do think that I wish if I would have known. If I would have known we were going to end up doing the dual cami and this, that, and I was going to be in the shot the whole time, I would have changed the main camera view. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the master shot's fine, but yeah, the closest would be nice. Cause like I almost saw, or for a second you could see the stickers, and like that's a big thing for me, is seeing the stickers or the decals on the bike.
Yeah.
And you don't really see that, like the Joker decals. Cause that's what makes it. If you take all those off, you're like, whatever.
Oh, the frame itself? If I took off the stickers, I agree 100%. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like that's all the branding.
Right.
You know?
Well, there's a couple. I think there's a welded like Diamondback, and then there's that like. There's a couple little things, but yeah, you're totally right. Like, without the stickers, it would just be this like silver bike that you wouldn't really know what it was.
It's kind of phenomenal that the decals lasted all that time in the sun and the rain, and like even the Diamondback logo is still like bright red. As far as I could see, obviously not as vibrant as brand new, but like, damn.
Wow, awesome. Josh just said he's gotten 3 ads this episode. That's crazy.
3 ads? They have ads while it's live?
Yeah, 3 ads. That's interesting. Josh's suggestion was lav mics. Yeah, I think the lav mics, the mic situation in general, if it was better, the whole video would have been better, or the whole live would have been better. It's something to work on. You know, the doing the live. And trying to do an actual task is something we got to work on.
Yeah. Me and production team, and I'm yawning the whole time, messing with my hair the whole time. Disaster.
What, in today's episode?
In today's episode.
Oh, well, but today's episode.
I got antsy.
Today's episode, we're not even on the same day we've been doing. It was kind of a jerk off episode.
Yeah. FJO.
We reviewed last week's episode of our own show. I mean, you know. That kind of sums up what today was.
Little nepotiz.
Yeah. Now we've double dipped it. All right. Well, if you enjoyed today's show, please leave a like and maybe even a comment letting us know, hey, it didn't suck.
Or who is your top 5? Your
favorite
Mount Rushmore of BMXers?
Yeah. Well, I do want to bring Austin on and do an actual like conversation with him. With no like task, where we can actually ask him about BMX stuff. Would be cool.
Yeah, he's got a lot of knowledge.
Probably
more than the average bear, which is why I think when we saw Hoffman at Steve Cab's show and friends, I think even they were taken aback, like, whoa. Hoffman gets recognized, but not the other 3 of us. Like,
I'm telling you, one of them was Rick Thorne. He's in that photo. I'm almost positive on it. Because Rick Thorne's good friends with Steve Caballero.
Yeah, I should have been like, bro, remember that time? Told me to come back here. You gave me the pound. Bet you remember that.
He did. He remembered it.
Oh, yeah, X Games SF 2002.
Make Austin.
Actually, that was probably.
Are we talking about making Austin take apart a scooter, a junk scooter? That would be funny. We should trick him.
That would be. I think honestly, he's seen me do enough. He'd probably do better than me. Because I just get angry and I'm just like, I start smashing shit with like a metal hammer, steel hammer, not the mallet. I am not patient.
All right. Well, we're going to call it a wrap here. It was a good week's show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. The Joshes, as well as Jerry and anyone else
big
that was
BMX
watching.
crew. Yeah, dude.
We highly appreciate
Scrambles always was at the Mach 5 jumps.
Scrambles loved it.
He loved it. R.I.P. those jumps.
And we'll be back next week with a real episode that isn't just going to be us watching us. So tune in for that.
Oh,
wait, Addy, do a pose real quick. Do like a pointing and laughing. Well, but you got to be fully in it, or else I can't crop. Yep, there. Perfect. Thanks, everyone. Nice. I remembered.
Hell yeah.
39 views, 7 peak was at the peak. 9 hours watch time. Average duration 13.